Eric July announced Rippasend, everybody was kind of wondering, will this go well? What's going to happen with this? Is this going to be something that's going to kind of change the landscape of crowdfunding once again? And it looks like the answer is yes already. Now, it's been something that's been in the work for a while. Eric July announced Rippasend, I think, at the beginning of the year. So people have been anticipating this for months. And I know that there were some projects like that were in the wings of this. There's this. Yellow Flash's comic book is going to be on Rippasend as well. And I'm sure there's others also. And so apparently everybody was just kind of waiting on this campaign. This was going to be the one to launch it. Drunk3PO was going to be the first one who was going to really get things out there and really show what Rippasend could do. And so there's a lot of pressure on this campaign. And we get into exactly what's happening right now with this, as it just launched 2 days ago. And I'll go over everything in just a moment. My name's John Delarose, everybody. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I appreciate you for being here. We are the most trusted name in comics news. This is my Fandom Pulse, where I write up articles on comics, movies, video games, and more every single day. That's in the description below if you want to sign up there and just get an email when these news stories come out. And I'm also a comic creator who's having a great time, too. I'm working on the platform Fund My Comic. Fund My Comic's run by a great Christian guy who is pro-free speech, and so we're trying to develop this platform too. We just hit $12,000 overnight, so thank you guys so much for coming in hard on this book. It means the world to me and my artist team, and we've done a spectacular launch so far as this campaign's going. This is a Space Marine book. It's just badass action. It's like the art style's like a Saturday morning cartoon that you might have remembered back in the 80s, and so we are trying to just bring things back and bring it back to an awesome spot where comics used to be. And thank you so much. You'll really, really love this. This is everything you've been looking for from Marvel and DC over the last several years that they won't give you, from Star Wars especially. If you're a fan of that property, or if you're a fan of Warhammer 40K, this is going to be it. So it's in the description below, and thank you guys so much for the support so far. I'll also put Jay's book in the description below. I am backing this myself and going to be supporting this and reviewing this when it comes out too. Really love Drunk3PO and Jay. He's a great guy who's doing good work here. And his book here, the Achromatic Chronicles, is about it's meant to be like more of a younger demographic book, which I think is super important for our spaces to be focusing on. One thing Marvel and DC and these bigger companies have failed at is actually serving the all ages demographic at this point. They're making everything in Marvel and DC about weird sex fetishes, adult content, very gory, very over the top, and a lot swearing in all these books. I actually had to, send Valiant Comics a little bit of a complaint because they're putting full-on pornography into their books, and it's like, these are superhero books. Like they should be something that like my, I should be comfortable sharing with my 14-year-old son or my 11-year-old son, and I can't. And so that's really something that's tragic about the space, because that's really where comics used to thrive. And so Drunk3PO is putting out a book that definitely is towards that demographic and much better on that level, and we applaud that. I think that's fantastic for the space. And this is his Achromatic Chronicles Green, the second book in the series. Now, the first book, during its initial campaign period, did 894 backers. So during that campaign, Indiegogo lets you keep it open afterwards for things. But as they had that time countdown period, that was their backer count. And it eventually got up to over $100,000, and I believe about 1,400 backers. I actually put it in the article, or 1,436 backers. So after the campaign was over, 600 more backers came in over time to build this into a deal. So this is where it ended up, though, to start, was that 896, and that is the number that he's really gunning for book 2, because, if you end up with a significantly lower backers for book 2, that's something that doesn't always look that good. Moving to another platform is really, really hard too, because I was on Kickstarter, and I just came off of a campaign that made $50,000 and had 700 backers. And with that, moving platforms and moving somewhere else, very, very difficult to get people to do. A lot of people already have Kickstarter accounts and already can back there. Going to Fund My Comic makes a difference in that. And that's why it's so crucial we support, Rippasend and Fund My Comic as these alternatives, because, these companies hate us. I mean, Kickstarter banned me because of my YouTube commentary on comic books. I mean, they're that insane over there. And they're a bunch of woke SJWs. They banned other people too, not just myself. And of course, Indiegogo just banned Cecil from Comicsgate. Indiegogo banned Chuck Dixon in his Alt Hero Q book a while back. And so these companies are not reliable. And so while they have built-in bases that have accounts over there already, we need to come in for these a lot harder. And that's why I'm going to work to build this platform. And I'm glad that Rippasend's building his platform as well. I think it's great stuff. And that's why we're going to support as much as we can on Fund My Comic and Rippasend. So good stuff here. Now, I'm happy to report that after 2 days, 896, as I said, is the goal, really. 824 books sold after 2 days for Drunk3PO. So he is already at the point where he is just running circles around his Indiegogo campaign on Rippasend. And that's huge. With this being a new platform, with this being the number one launch right here, this is a crazy win for Jay and Drunk3PO. It means people are responding. It means people loved his first book. It means people are going to follow him to different platforms. And it means people trust Eric July and his service. And that's an excellent thing starting in this space. Now, it's going to just get people really who are trying to force Eric July's failure, obnoxious. They're going to be pissed. And they probably already are. I haven't gone through. I'm actually on a beach in El Salvador right now, guys. So I'm covering the news, but I'm not really monitoring what's going on with the Twitter reactions or anything like that. Sorry, I just don't have time. But I know exactly how the detractors operate, and they're going to throw a fit, and they're going to say somehow this is some kind of failure, even though it's day 2 and it's already got pretty much as many backers as the entire Indiegogo campaign did on day 1. It's ridiculous how these people act, and it's just a complete lie every single time as this just keeps going well. Now, what's going to be interesting to see also, we've got a campaign, obviously, but Rippa is, with the Rippasend deal, is doing fulfillment and printing and all that and managing campaigns on that level. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Like I said, I'm going to back this and make sure and just see what comes, and we'll, of course, report on it and report on the book when it comes around as well. If you don't know what the storyline is, he's got a great sort of deal here. He says it's a captivating series following young John from Grey World, a place bereft of color and steeped in monotony. John's curious nature and yearning to be different set him apart in a society where conformity reigns supreme. One fateful day, John meets Blue, a new friend who unveils a world brimming with colors, adventure, and limitless possibilities. Thus begins John's extraordinary journey, an odyssey teeming with pirates and queens as he strives to find his unique voice in a newly vibrant world. In Achromatic Chronicles Blue, we witness John's transformation as he steps out of his grayscale existence into colorful adventures that await him. In Achromatic Chronicles Green, the stories that expands to include John's friend Fortuna and her quest to bring hope and individuality back to Grey World with the help of her new friend Green. Each book brings fresh stories, vibrant characters, and valuable lessons about self-discovery, courage, and the importance of embracing one's uniqueness. Very, very cool. And this is it, guys. I mean, we were in the gray world of Kickstarter and Indiegogo for so long, and now we have new options. We are exploring uniqueness. We're exploring different platforms. We're building new platforms, doing things on Substack too. I mean, the world is just getting started, and we are peeling ourselves off and really building the parallel economy, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I really appreciate all the work that's been done here. Congrats to Jay, Drunk3PO. Congrats to Eric July and the Rippaverse team for a huge success for a first couple of days. I look forward to this hitting its $50,000 funding goal very, very soon. And I look forward to him blasting through his Indiegogo record of people who backed because I think this is going to be bigger. It's on the right track, and for a 2-day opening, it is definitely trending that direction. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and do back the Emerald Array on Fund My Comics in the description below. We got Jay's new book in the description below as well. You back this, and I'm backing it myself. We'll be back soon.